What's up, guys? It's that new James here, coming at you with another video, another reaction video. How lucky are you guys? Today we're gonna be looking at the PlayStation 5 Pro console reveal and the technical presentation as well. Obviously the PS5 has been rumored, PS5 Pro has been rumored for months now. A lot of concept arts have come out about it. So this is genuine. A look at it and see what we come up with. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So this is the reveal trailer first, and then the technical questions at the end. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, don't miss anything here. Comment below as well on your thoughts on the PS5 Pro as well. Here we go. PlayStation. Okay. Hundred 20 frames per second. Okay. Advanced ray tracing. Okay. So the PS5 Pro looks like obviously the PS5, but the difference is that instead of one rib, they've added 3. Okay. And Witness Play Unleashed. Okay. That worries me, the little thing at the bottom. Vertical stand sold separately. Why is it sold separately? Why can't you have it with the console? I'm pretty sure. Doesn't the other I don't own a PS5. I've seen one. I know a couple of people have got one. But doesn't the PS5 Slim and normal have a stand with it already? Or am I just losing it? I don't know. And by the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's got a disk drive in it. So is this all digital?
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology.
Sorry.
But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
Okay.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second.
Borderlands looks really good.
PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds.
Okay.
And data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
Spider-Man 2.
I'm working on it.
Tempest's 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside.
I just realized, I will say, I have played a PS5. I think I said at the start I haven't played one. I have played one, and I played Call of Duty on the DualSense controller, and the recoil of that is really, really fun. It's really fun. But it does throw you off a bit as well. Really, really does. But it is one of those advanced controllers, but it's heavy. It's a heavy controller.
Side of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the Fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
I mean, it's a little choppy,
almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5.
That's fair enough. I can see the difference.
Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars. So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the Big 3 showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects. I need to play the Horizon games.
I really need to play the Horizon games.
As well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well. Particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates, the faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second.
I just like to say, how is there only 7 Gran Turismo games? And Gran Turismo has been around since the PS1. I would have thought there would have been at least 14 Gran Turismos by now.
That boost in ray tracing is also
is it just
delivering
me?
big wins for Hogwarts Legacy.
I need to
Allowing
play
not
this
only
game
for
as well,
better
Hogwarts
reflections
Legacy.
and a greater variety of
I
reflective
really want to
surfaces,
play this game.
but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to know what prices they are.
Don't let me hang.
Spider-Man, yes. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Horizon Forbidden West. Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
Bloodborne. Or is it Elden Ring? Ratchet and Clank.
What's with all the neon?
I don't know what that is. Ghost of Tsushima, I guess. Yeah. Don't forget. GT7. Nice. And Hogwarts Legacy. No idea what that is. Alan Wake 2, I think. £700.
What? What the fuck?
£700. For a digital console that is more expensive. What? Like, I'm sorry. For all that was interesting. Don't get me wrong. Okay? Very, very interesting. £700. £700 for a console that has 3 ribs, no disk drive, not a different color, and the stand is sold separately. Like, is this how you're doing it, PlayStation? Don't get me wrong. I love the PlayStation. I do like the PlayStation. I like the Xbox. I like PC as well. I like the Nintendo Switch, right? I've had all 4 consoles at some point in life. PlayStation have looked at this and they've gone, do you know what? We're outselling the Xbox 2-1. Let's do this. History has repeated itself yet again. This is exactly the same price. Oh, then again, $100, £100 more expensive than the PS3. And the PS3 was $599, £599, £600 basically, on its first generational launch. Before the Slim, before the Pro. I know PlayStation, you're asking people to spend their hard-earned money, in which some people can't even afford 700 quid right now, and you want them to buy this console. Seriously. Xbox are licking their fucking lips right now with the consoles they've announced. And PS Pro consoles for PlayStation are usually the mark of the end of this generation for them. In which PlayStation are probably thinking ahead now to the PS6, right? Whenever that comes out. Xbox are in their mid-generation phase right now with their consoles. The Xbox Series X, like the digital version, with I think a 2 or 3 gigabyte hard drive, is half the price of this thing. Half the price of this console. Xbox are licking their fucking lips right now with this. They've looked at that and gone, we're back in the game, guys. We are back in the console game. You know, competition is good. You know, it's really, really good to have competition between the consoles. The two consoles, and Switch included as well. Fuck off. Fuck off, PlayStation. I am not forking out 700 quid for extra graphics and no disc drive. Fuck that shit. That is extortionate. Fucking extortionate. And you know what? Do you know everyone who is like, you know, oh, Xbox is buying up everything. Hello? The new Xbox consoles coming out this year are half the price of this, plus Game Pass on top of that for like a year. All right, or $10.99 a month or $11.99 a month. I'd rather play the fucking subscription for Game Pass and a new Xbox than fucking play that. It'd be fucking cheaper. And how many terabytes does this thing have? If this thing has like only 1 terabyte, okay, then fuck. Fucking hell. I don't know. I don't get it. The PlayStation's outselling the Xbox 2-1. And then you go do this shit. You do this all the fucking time. This happens all the time. Xbox has done it. Don't get me wrong. Xbox has done it. You know, they got too cocky with the Xbox 360, how much that was succeeding. And then they bring the Xbox One out. Don't get me wrong. They fucked that up. Xbox did that. But now PlayStation have done the exact same thing again. My lord. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I don't know, guys. What do you think about it? Like, I think 799 quid is fucking extortionate. Jesus Christ. Leave a comment down below. Fucking, I don't even want to look at the rest of the video. Play has no limit. It fucking does. Fucking wallet has limits. 700. Oh, fuck this shit. Leave a comment down below and fucking. What do you guys think? I think this is fucking ridiculous. I think this is ridiculous. You know. It's ridiculous. Fuck that shit. Fuck. I'm not getting one. I will not be getting one. And by the time that thing goes down in price, you're probably on the PS7 by then. Jesus fuck. I'm gonna say Xbox. Fuck, you've got this in the bag with the fucking these new consoles coming out, guys. Hopefully when they come out, they'll be fucking good. Hopefully. yeah, leave a comment down below what you guys think. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell if you don't miss anything here. See you on the next one. And PlayStation, fuck you.